Joining us now is Texas Democratic Congressman Henry Cuellar. And, sir, thank you for your time on this Sunday.
Thank you, Bill.
I want you to listen to a Democratic mayor in Eagle Pass, Texas. Orlando Salinas is his name, on President Biden's policies.
I'll be honest with you, I believe 100% he does bear some responsibility for this crisis. I haven't heard from anybody in the administration. The president hasn't put out a statement, the vice president, I haven't heard from anybody.
Sir, you're a Democrat. Why is that Democratic mayor such a lonely voice?
You know, some of us along the border have been talking about what's been happening on the border for many years. Look, you know, what we need to do is to do this. One, we need to have repercussions at the border. What does that mean? You got to deport people, and you got to show those images of people being deported. When was the last time we saw people going the other way instead of just seeing people flow in? And the second thing is, keep in mind what happened in 2015, what happened in 2019 under President Trump, President Obama, and what I think happened a couple of days ago, but now we got to see the enforcement. We got to get Mexico to do more like they did in 2019, like they did in 2015, and hopefully the agreement they reached a couple of days ago with the administration, and that is get the people on the Mexican side, deport them to their countries, do more to stop people on their southern border with Guatemala. Otherwise, we're just going to continue seeing this flow. It worked in 2015 under Obama. It worked under President Trump. And now, if this agreement that got reached a couple of days ago, if they enforce it correctly, then we should see a slowing of a flow of people coming in.
All right. President Biden did set in motion the following things this past week, a few of them. He granted work visas to 400,000 Venezuelans. He assigned 800 U.S. military members to work in border offices. Secretary Mayorkas met with the president of Honduras over the weekend at the border. Does any of that, sir, change the current human tide?
Well, again, it does provide some assistance. But if you talk about those work visas without doing anything else, I mean, the work permits without doing something at the border, then it becomes a magnet. There's several things you need to do. I still say this, and I've been saying this for years. We, as Democrats and Republicans, can continue playing defense on the 1-yard line, or we can play defense on their 20-yard lines, and that is getting Mexico to do more like they did in 2015 when the numbers started slowing down, 2019 when the numbers slowed down, and if we do it, then it's going to happen. We need to stop playing defense. You can send more National Guard, you can send more active members, you can add more, but think about what they do. Think about the images you saw there. What happens when they get the border? Once they touch the riverbank, they can claim asylum, and we know that 89 to 90% of them don't even qualify for asylum.
Right. On an NFL Sunday, perhaps that is a proper metaphor. Donald Trump tried to build a wall. President Biden said the root causes need to be addressed in Central America, and Kamala Harris was put in charge of that, as you know. Just this morning, we have this. ABC Washington Post poll out shows only 23% of Americans approve of Biden's handling on immigration. A brutal 62% disapprove. We are almost 3 years into this administration. Why did it get this bad?
You know, the policies that you have in place, it doesn't matter what administration, you got to have policies that have repercussions. If you don't have repercussions, then people will see the border as a speed bump and continue coming in. So, again, I think Trump went too much to the right by doing the separation of families and kids. And then I think President Biden, the administration, is not doing enough. So we got to find the right balance. You got to listen to the community leaders like the mayor of Eagle Pass, the mayor of El Paso, and other places. They got to listen to communities at the borders. And again, one, you have repercussions at the border. That is, you deport people that are not supposed to be here. Number two, you got to play defense on the other 20-yard line. And it's very important. People give credit to President Trump, but if you look at it, it was Mexico doing a lot more, just like they did in 2015. 2019, hopefully this year.
Congressman Cuellar, I appreciate your time. Thank you, sir, for joining us.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.